to episode 29 of the Knitted Cupcake podcast. My name is Lacey. I am the host of this podcast, and welcome! This is my third time trying this intro, and I don't know if it's going any better, but we're gonna go with it. So, I just want to say a quick welcome to any new viewers. I've noticed a slight increase in my subscriber count over the last month, because that's been about since the last time I did this. So I want to say welcome to new viewers and welcome back to any returning viewers. I'm glad that you decided to spend a little bit of your day with me. It is Tuesday, I think, July 24th. I'm a teacher, and so it's the summer and I have no idea what day of the week it is at all. No clue. Anyway, welcome and welcome back. Let's get this party started, shall we? Notes. Let's look at my notes. Welcome. Where can you find me? You can find me obviously here on YouTube. You can also find me on Instagram as the.knitted.cupcake. You can find me on Ravelry as WOU Knitter. And we also have try that again. We also have a Ravelry group. Hello, went to speech therapy for a couple years because I couldn't say my R's. Ravelry. Anyway, if you search the Knitted Cupcake podcast in the groups tab, you will find us. We are quiet, not very active, but maybe one of these weeks I'll do something and it'll get a little active again. I don't know. Anyway, you're welcome to jump in and join. I think that's all of my intro stuff. That's all I have written down in my intro stuff anyway. So let's move on to some finished objects. I have 3. Only have 2 with me though. So I'll talk about the one that I don't have with me first. And that is, I don't know why I'm looking out into space to try to figure it out. Guys, I have notes. I wrote it all down. So let's look at them. My first finished object that I don't have with me is the Shift Cowl by Andrea Mowry. And this is a cowl that was released, I want to say late winter of this most recent year. And it is knit out of Spin Cycle, dyed in the wool. The 3 colors I used are Devilish Grin, Rusted Rainbow, and Burning Sensation. That last one always makes me giggle. Go get that checked out, please. I will insert a picture here. And it is currently living at my local yarn shop as a sample because people keep wanting to come in and buy the exact colors for the Shift Cowl, which I don't think Spin Cycle dyes anymore. I think they were an exclusive for this pattern release. So I offered up my cowl as a, hey, look what else you can do, or see what you can do with different colors. So it is living there. You've seen a picture. It was really fun to knit. Very potato chippy, very easy pattern to catch on to. I want to make another one. As simple as that. Really fun to make. My next finished object is also a sample from my local yarn shop, and it is this. Ta-da! So in August, this dyer, Thriving Hive Studio, is having a trunk show, and it's not a yarn that the shop currently carries, but I have met Heidi before and have purchased some of her yarn, so I decided, hey yo, I'll knit up a quick hat that they can have on display for the trunk show. So let's look at this. This is the Beeswax Hat by Amy Van de Laar. It's all down here. Knit out of Thriving Hive Studio in her DK base. And I believe this color is called Japan Blossoms, Blossoms in Japan, something like that. I don't have the tag anymore. And I really love this hat. It, for me anyway, because I have a tiny head, fun fact, has just a little teeny tiny bit of slouch, which is perfect for the pom-pom. Oh, the pom-pom. Talk about this fun guy. This pom-pom is from the Etsy shop Trappings and Trinkets. It is actually a pom-pom that I won in a giveaway from Amber of the Yarn Hoarder. I haven't showed these off on the podcast yet, so I figured as I use them, I will show them. And this one you can still buy in her shop. I was just on there right before this podcast episode recording this. And this is the Luxury Raccoon Tail, and this is a faux fur pom-pom, so don't come at me, please. I love the little stripes. I think it is a fun complement to the blushy pink cherry blossomy yarn, and it smells amazing because I soaked it and blocked it in my Tuft Woolens soak. And it's one that has some sort of coffee in it, and it's probably my all-time favorite. Granted, I haven't smelled many from them, but I love coffee. So this is perfect. I think I whipped this up in 2 evenings. It's a fun pattern. Cables always keep me really entertained and really focused. I just want to get to the next cable row. Sorry, I'm having a moment here with this shirt. I feel like I have a moment with this shirt every time I wear it. Need to make a note to myself. Anyway, really fun hat, great pattern, really amazing yarn. I mean, DK is kind of the new it thing right now, so of course I love it, but really, I'm gonna wear the snot out of this winter, I think. So, ta-da! There's that. My last finished object for this episode, guys, I have 3 finished objects. What the heck happened? Work ended. That's what happened. I finally got a bit of a summer break, so only had to focus on school for a while. So I'm getting to do a lot more knitting. So anyway, ta-da! My last finished object. These are the Huggle Socks by Nina Phillip, and this is from her Cozy or her Wanderlust collection. I don't remember. One of her sock collections that she's got running this year. She's got 2. And I really liked this. The cables, if you can tell, are a twisted rib cable. So fun. Creates really amazing texture. So there is a left and a right. Da, 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 da. And this yarn, this is some Treat Yourself yarn for sure. This is the Homespun House, her June color yarn of the month, and the colorway is called Confetti, and it made me so happy, and I love this. I think it's her 80/20 sock base, and man, is this stuff squishy. I love it. So yay, another finished objects. Do not have the ends woven in, but hey, such is life. Okay, there's that. Finished objects are done. La, la, la. Okay, next up, let's hit some whips. I'm in a mood, guys. I don't know what the deal is. I guess I did have 2 cups of coffee today, but it's only 4. And I had those like, I think I finished my second one at like 10. So I don't know. I mean, this is chai, like chai latte, iced. So it's got some caffeine in it because it's a black tea base, but I mean, that's all I've had so far. I think I'm just really excited to be podcasting, and the yarn fumes are just all right here, and I love it. Okay, whips. Oh, I left one out in my car. I guess we will talk about those next time, and maybe they'll even be done next time. My sock whip is in my car. We'll talk about that later. Okay, let's start with this. And this is living in a lovely little cupcake bag from Molly Klein Design. This is something I received from her in a swap we did. Lord girl, that was like 2 years ago now almost. Jeez. No, I don't want to get to this bag yet. Just kidding. We'll come back to this bag. This bag is what I want. And this is my Little Fish Stitches bag from Megan, and I have not seen this bag anywhere else, so this might be just a one-of-a-kind, specially made for me, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, living in this bag is a shawl. You're gonna find a theme, I think, with my current whips. Pay attention to yarn dyer and pattern writer, because they're all over the place. I mean, not all over, they're very consistent. So I've got my little needle cozy here, not from Megan. I can't remember what shop I got this one from, and I don't think there's a tag on the inside. Nope. So if you made this, I can't remember. Anyway, this is a shawl that I was working very like monogamously on this thing. This is the Soft as the Wind, and it is a pattern by Kalurah Hudson of While We Play? I think While They Play. Something like that, knits. I'll have it all down below. And it is a newer, I think maybe even her most recent shawl release, and it is a triangular shawl. I don't know how well you can see that, but the center spine is a cable. Love it. And yeah, a very simple knit. It's got some garter, some stockinette, some eyelets, and then it's gonna have a really gorgeous picot bind off and removable tassels. This woman is a genius and I love her. This is being knit out of So Happy Jane. You'll be hearing that a lot in her bouncy fingering base. And this color is Dirty Martini. And it is the most perfect tonal olive green. I love it. I mean, I love it, I love it, I love it. I really only have, if I'm looking at this now, I did, so I am knitting these on a US 5, and I want to say the pattern calls for a 4. I wanted to have a looser gauge. I do think that Kalurah is a loose knitter, because I want to say the sample that she had in the shop looked a little loosier and airier like this one. So she even recommended, because a lot of her testers went up in needle size, to go up in needle size. So I did. So I'm knitting on a 5 rather than a 4. And I only have one more stockinette panel to finish, garter panel, and then the picot bind off. So I'm really close to being done. Jesus, probably maybe 30 rows, I think. I had it marked, but I can't remember what row I'm on versus how many more rows I have left to do, but it's really, I mean, about as vanilla. I mean, it's not as vanilla as you could get when it comes to a triangular shawl, but just enough interest, oh, excuse me, that it keeps you going. And like I said, cables, anything with a cable makes me want to keep going just to get to the next cable crossing. And so I tend to knit cables a lot faster, because they're kind of like a self-striping, you know, you just want to do one more stripe, one more stripe, one more cable. Okay, let's do the next thing. No, you're not seeing double, because now I have 2. And this one is actually, it's giant and I love it. I mean, look at, it's perfect. I need more giant bags like this. Unfortunately, I don't know who made this. This came in my Fibre share package, which, I love behind the coolest part of my Fibre share package. Anyway, this is a phenomenal part of it. I love this part. And I don't know if my partner made this herself. It's entirely possible, but I don't remember seeing a business card, which she typically left with all of her other things that she got from other places. I don't remember seeing one with this. So there's a good chance that she made this herself. And if you did, girl, I love it. It's got a great handle, perfect bag, great fabric. It is got some interfacing in it, so it stands up on itself, nice and big and deep, and really fun lining. I mean, look at that. So much space in there. It's great. Okay, now let's talk about what's living inside of the bag, shall we? Fun new toy, Apple Watch. Means I never get away from my messages. It's kind of a problem. Okay, yeah, what's in here? Living in this bag is my time trades. And this is a pattern that has been completely off of my radar. And I mean, I've kind of seen it. And then I was like, I don't really, you know, it wasn't calling my name until I went into my local yarn shop on my birthday. And that's where Kalurah, the designer, and So Happy Jane, which, why can't I think of her real name? It's not Jane. Heather, I think. Oh God, now I'm gonna look this up. I feel really bad. I always ever just not look at her, but think of her as So Happy Jane. Anyway, they were doing a trunk show at the yarn shop. Heather, yes, I think I said Heather. I'm gonna pretend I said Heather. They were having a joint kind of trunk show on my birthday. So I thought, you know what better way to spend my birthday than at the yarn shop with a phenomenal dyer, a phenomenal designer, and just have fun. And one of the owners of the shop was actually working on this pattern while I was there. And then I started to play around a little bit. And I had to buy it. I had to get yarn for it. And it's really kind of not something I typically would go for. I really just kind of picked colors freely and didn't overanalyze things. And I really think I'm going to love it. So this is the beginning. Oh my gosh. It's so bright and happy and rainbowy and I love it. Okay, so again, yarn. Okay, back up a little bit. Time Trades is a pattern by Caitlin Hunter. The yarn, again, So Happy Jane. And these are minis that I've picked out from her. I think she has names for them. I don't know what they are. But yeah, so I'm on my last mini color, which is this really gorgeous dark plummy purple. And then I will be done with all the minis, which the owner of the shop did kind of tell me, hey, when I was knitting this, I didn't think I was going to have enough yarn for my minis, but I did. Oh boy, I got close. Just a little bit of a nugget of yarn left from my minis. That is it. So, it was close. But so fun. Perfect, because that means I'm not going to have all these random globs of yarn left over. Those can go into my magic knot ball for a blanket. So, ta-da! So all of these minis kind of fade. They don't fade, but they go into one another. And then this purple will go into this color, which is her Writings on the Wall colorway, which is really pretty. Gray with colorful speckles. I really like this color. So this will be my main color number 1. And if you're looking at the pattern, that is in the main body of the shawl, the garter kind of wavy sections. That's going to be this. Then the main feather and fan, I'm so excited about this section, is going to be this. And again, these are all So Happy Jane, and this is her Junebug colorway. And I love it. It's so exciting, so fun. Can we just talk about that? Like, it's got all of these rainbow bright colors in it. but in these just gorgeous speckles. There's bright neon pink in there. And then you get the contrast of that gray and the June bug. It just, they're going to be perfect. They're going to be absolutely perfect, I think. So I am really trying to like get through this because I want to work with these two yarns badly. So I am on the last mini, so I'll do the thick mini stripe, I'll do the little skinny stripe with the writings on the wall, another thick with the mini, and then I get to use my two main colors. Whoop, very excited. So yeah, this is a fun one, and it is knit on the bias. So, ta-da, like that. And it's just this long kind of stole type shawl, not a triangular one, which is different. Not typically my style to knit or to wear, but all of the color changes, yarn changes, texture changes, all of that is keeping me interested, so it's not just the same thing from beginning to end. So, fun. Okay. Now we can get to this one. Living in This Bag, again by Molly Klein Design, is another pairing of Kalurah, So Happy Jane. They just are speaking to my heart right now, and they're both amazing human beings. If you ever get the chance to meet either of them, do it because they're awesome. And buy their yarn and knit with their patterns because they're cool. So, Kalurah and I will say, if you've been a long time, and I mean long time watcher of the podcast, way back towards the beginning, I was doing a test knit for her Autumn Dreamer shawl, and it was a worsted weight shawl that had this really cool cable pattern, blah, 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 blah. Well, she has revamped it in fingering weight with a really gorgeous lace border, rather than the other one has a garter border, which lends itself awesomely for worsted weight yarn, but for the fingering weight, this has got a really stunning lace border. Did I bring over my, oh, I thought I did. I don't see, oh, because they're back there. I'll put in a picture of my swatches so you can get an idea of what that lace border is in conjunction with the cables. But yeah, she hasn't revamped the cables, but she's reusing them in a way into this fingering weight shawl. And this is her Summer Dreamer pattern. And I don't know how well that's gonna pick up with the speckled yarn and the cables, but I love it. And you can see that it's like a half circle, so it's got these 3 wedges. This is great. I thoroughly enjoyed her knitting her Autumn Dreamer. I love the cable pattern, and I forgot how much I love the cable pattern until I started working on this last night. Last night. So I've gotten quite a bit done on this. I love it. I absolutely love it. So this is Heather of So Happy Jane, her Sassy Ballerina color. And then I will be doing the lace in this stunning gold color, which is her Honey Mead. I mean, look at that. Does that just not scream fall to you? Oh, so good. I originally wanted this to be the main body because the cables stood out beautifully in this color, but the lace really got lost in the speckled yarn. So I flopped them around, and I'm very happy with that. Kalurah is very happy with it. The cables aren't as prominent as they were in the gold, but you can still see them, whereas the lace just got a little lost. So I'm doing the large size. She offered 2 sizes, a small and a large. The small is 1 skein of each. The large is 2 skeins of each, and is massive. Massive, and I'm really excited about it. I tried the small on, and just due to the half circle nature of it, it just doesn't have those longer ends to really drape around your neck when you wrap it around. So I felt like it was something that I would be fussing with a lot if I knit up the small, so I decided to go for the large just because I'm a large person and the shawl needs to match that. So I'm really excited about this. This will be, I want to say, look for this pattern towards the end of August. So keep an eye out because it's a good one. And like I said, that cable pattern is just so potato chippy. Just one more cable cross, one more cable, like just, oh, it's great. I love it. It's everything I needed right now. So that is that. Whew. Come on. Whew. The last whip that I want to talk about is my Cozy Memories, which has grown, not a whole lot, but has grown. I'm seeing a few little clippies on this end, which I think is implying that I've added these. This one I know is Beyond the Wall from Felici. No clue what this one is. No clue what this one is. Although my brain is telling me I should know that one. But I don't. So these three look like they could be newbies. But as is this one. This is another Thriving Hive Studio. I can't remember what this colorway is called, but I love it. I love the yellow, I love the pink, I love the green. And it is fun. I will be buying more minis from her. Okay. These 5 squares are very special to me, these top ones. So here to here, these were dyed on a very fun dye day that I got to partake. I got to join in with Megan of Little Fish Stitches and Jen of the Perfect Stitch Fibre Company. I went up to Jen's house to meet them and just hang out, knowing that they were gonna dye. I was just gonna sit back and knit and talk, and they sucked me in. So this guy, I love this, and I want a full skein. I dyed this. Guys, I dyed that. How fun is that? This is one that Megan did. This is Jen. This is also Jen. I need a full skein of this. Hint, hint. A third from Jen. Also need a full skein. And Megan. Need a full skein of this one as well, honey. So, very fun. Good memories in this little line. My blanket is growing. I have 12 squares across, and I am now working on my 5th row. So it's growing. Not by a whole lot, but it is definitely a fun one to work on, and adding in those squares just kind of revived my love for this blanket. Ooh, it reminded me how much fun it is to add in all these little memory squares. So I definitely have some yarn to add into it that I will probably do this weekend, something like that. But yeah, that is it for my whips. And with that, I'm gonna take a small little moment to let the dog in because he's at the door crying, and then you can see Boris. Hold please. Pick a side. Come on. Dude, you're killing me. Hey. Come here. I got him, this stinky dog. For those of you who are new viewers, this is Boris. Boris is my 1-year-old Boston Terrier. It is actually, approaching his 1-year gotcha day. Oh, hi. He is just funny, and I love him, and he's my little co-host, and he's all nice and warm because he's been laying outside in the sun. You guys say hi? Are you guys say hi? Say hi to your people. They love you. Okay. I'm gonna let him down. I don't know what he's gonna do. Yeah, that's your toy. Anyway, let's move on to some acquisitions. I really debated about having an acquisition section for this episode just because I know it's been a month. I've gotten a lot of stuff in, and I'm really only going to show you the really special and important stuff. Not to say that I don't love everything that I've acquired in the last month, but some of these have bigger moments than others. So, first off, let's talk about Fibre Share. Oh my god, I was spoiled. Super fun. Definitely want to take part in it again. My person knocked it out of the park. And so she got me the giant cupcake bag. She also custom made a tote bag for me that has my Instagram handle as well as a little cartoon Boris with his hashtag Boris the Bosty. I mean, I died. I'll try to get a picture in here so you can see that. And then she sent me all, like, a bunch of Oreos that I think she thought were gonna last me a while, but I was gone at school, hi dude, for 2 weeks, and it was a very stressful 2 weeks, and they are gone. I'm a major stress eater, and Oreos are my favorite. So, yeah. Not sorry. Anyway, so that, and then she sent me some stitch markers and the little can, like a bunch of stuff, but here's just a glimpse of some of my favorite. I mean, I loved her entire package, so I don't want to be like, I like this more than that, but these are some of the things that I really like. Oh my gosh, so cool. First off, this guy. He got a lot of attention on my Instagram. Look at his little face. Look at that face. Oh my gosh. I don't know what happened to the business card, so I can't remember where he's from. I will try to find that out, but he's a little felted alpaca. Where did that come from? I don't know. Alpaca. I love him. He's my favorite. So, she sent me this guy. Ugh. She also sent me my very first shawl pin, which is something I've wanted for a long time and just have not gotten for myself. And this is by Crafty Flutterby. You can find them on Instagram or craftyflutterbycreations.com. And it has got a genuine Swarovski crystal pearl in the center. How stunning is that? Because June is my birthday month, and that is a birthstone for June. So it's stunning. I haven't taken it out of the package yet, but ooh, it is the standard. You know, you've got this piece, and then this piece, a little stick stabs through the shawl and through the pin, and it holds it all in place. I'm really excited about it. I think it's really stunning, and yeah, I'm very excited. Cannot wait for cooler weather so I can actually wear my shawls and use my pretty little shawl pin. So that is another thing my person got me. She also crocheted me coasters. How cool are these? I love that. You can never have enough coasters. I feel like every room should have like 12. Exhibit A, I should be using right now. And they're just crocheted, like finger and weight coasters. How genius is that? And I love them. I absolutely love them. And the fact that she took the time to make them herself for me, mind blown. How cool. I'm a total stranger. Are you kidding me? And then the yarn. Oh, this girl. The yarn. She got me these gorgeous alpaca skeins. And I want to say they're So this is an 80-20 alpaca nylon, a 70-30 alpaca nylon. They're both DK weight. I guess this one's technically a sport weight. Just kidding, but it's super fluffy. 250 yards. They're both 250 yards. So there we go. I think they're both pretty DK weight, but they're stunning and pretty. And she nailed my favorite colors. Purples, pinks, teals, jewel tones. Oh, I love it. And I want to say one of them, I don't know, is local to her. But Mother Nature's Finest Fiber, USA alpaca. Again, geez, alpaca. And then this one is Flatland alpacas. Yeah, just super, oh. And they're not like, you know how sometimes alpaca can get kind of pokey and scratchy? These aren't. They're so great. Oh. Okay, Steph. Alpaca yarn beard for you. This is just for you, Stephanie. Okay, so there's that. Are we done? No, we're not. She then sent me these two gorgeous skeins of fingering weight yarn. Are you kidding me? So this one is, I'm not even gonna try. Not even gonna try. That one. And the color, Andean Condor. Can you see that? That's the color. I don't know. 75-25. Superwash wool. Polyamide, I think. And this is actually a skein that I have seen before in yarn shops and have picked up and put down multiple times. Now I have it. And then this one, I just love this one so much. So this is from Wildwood Designs ME. This is 100% superwash merino wool in the colorway Cupcake. Yep. I mean, really. Pinks, purples. Oh, they're just, it's so pretty. So pretty. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So, yeah. She spoiled me rotten. Like I said, that's not even everything that was in the box. Like, it was a massive box. Walking home from the post office like this was great. Okay, next up is a bit of birthday, and by a bit, it's like birthday running into the dye day fun with the girls. So a lot of my acquisitions you actually saw in my whips. All of that So Happy Jane, all new acquisitions. Most of it, except for the Dirty Martini, I bought at the trunk show. The Dirty Martini I bought later that week because that skein was still sitting around and I was carrying it around for most of the day that I was there, and then I decided not to buy it. So, and it was the only skein left in that color, and so since it was still there on Thursday, I had to buy it. So most of the yarn in my whips, actually all of the yarn in my whips, are new acquisitions in yarn. And then this one, this skein. So this is London House Yarns in her Hermione's Jumper colorway. And this yarn, I purchased it right kind of along with all of my, oh, June is my birthday month, I want all of the birthday yarns. And she was having a dye to order or a pre-order for this, and I missed out on her last one and was really bummed out by it. So when I saw it, I had to buy it, but I also ordered it the same day that I got engaged. I got home that night and saw that it was on there and I went, you know what? I'm buying it. So this is special for a few reasons, but I really wanted it, and I'm really excited with it. I can't remember if this is split into two 50-gram balls. I'm not going to take it out because this is so tightly wound. Like, I'd never get it back to this again. But it is 100 grams of the self-striping and then 20 grams of the red, which I don't typically do red. Like, I think they even offered like a teal or a blue, and the red just seemed really fun and bright and poppy, so I went with it. So there's that one. Next up, I'm gonna save the vest for last. And it's gonna sound a bit conceited, but I dyed it. So I'm gonna save that for last because it's my, like, kind of thing. So anyway, like I said, I went up just the Yakima area to meet up with Jen and Megan, and I raided Jen's yarn stash and took this away. With permission, mind you, but I still took it away. And this is her Lisa Frank color on her rainbow tweed base. It was just so bright, I had to bring it home with me. And the rainbow tweed little flecks got me. Like, they totally got me. It's so fun. It might, I don't know if this is gonna micro stripe or not. Maybe not. It might pool a little bit. It'll be fun. It'll be good. I'm really excited. Like I said, it was just bright and cheery and happy, and I needed it. So Jen let me have it. To take my ring off to wind yarn. So that was this skein. And then since Jen and I had birthdays somewhat close together, Megan also, she showed up bearing gifts. And this woman is just beyond sweet and generous, and both of these ladies are, really. The fact that they both gave me gifts, let me dye with them using their yarn, their supplies. They just, really guys, knitting friends are the best friends. Fiber friends are the best friends. I mean, anything, everything. Just so good. But Megan comes out holding out project bags and goes, "Pick one." And maybe it was the project bag. But she did it with both the project bag, yarn, and a Notions pouch. And I had to go all matchy-matchy because I could. And so I did. And this is what I came away with. How cool! So this is a new item for her in her shop. It is a clear Notions pouch, which I love, because then you know exactly what's in there. I mean, everything is so well done. Like, the zipper even has, what is that, bias tape on the inside of it, so it's not going to snag on anything. It protects it. The fabric on the inside is double layered, so you don't ever see the wrong side of those feathers. Just those little details. And then the bag, y'all know how much I love these bucket bags, even though I didn't show any this time. But this is a new little detail that she's added, the little measuring checker tape. I love it because I originally picked up this fabric for another one of my bags from her, which I love. And it's got, I love them because you can fold them down, and then it creates this great little, like, yarn bowl. I mean, it's just, guys, I cannot talk these bags up anymore. Like, I love them so stinking much. I think they're just phenomenal. And I think everybody needs 1 or 10 in their life. I mean, how cool is that? I love it. You can just they're so comfortable to wear on your arm while you knit. And I love it because the strap is wide enough that it doesn't cut into anything, but it's roomy enough that I don't feel like it's tight. Like it just, the quality, the craftsmanship, it's all there. It is all there in these bags, and I love it. And it is made even better by the fact that I got to pick a skein of yarn that matches. I mean, really, look at this color. I am not typically a yellow person. And then the other skein that she offered was this really cool, like forest green with speckles. And I don't have a lot of green in my stash either, but there was something about this skein. So she offered the skeins first, and I went with the yellow, and then she showed us the bags, and I had to be all matchy-matchy, and I loved the feathers. She had teased these fabrics, I don't know if it was her podcast or her Instagram a while ago, and I knew that I wanted the feather bag. So I was thrilled that she was willing to gift it to me. So thank you, Megan. I love you. You're a great friend, a great human being, and so kind, so generous. And y'all need to go check her out. I mean, and I still get a little bit of that green in there. So fun. So fun. So fun. That's all I'm going to talk about. Like, everything was so fun. And that's it for all the yarny goodness. So I hope I didn't overhaul. Oh no, no, it's not. My favorite. Guys, I dyed this. Yeah, that's right. The knitted cupcake dabbled in dyeing, and I loved it. Oh my gosh, I loved it. It is not anything that you can expect from me in the near future. If dyeing ever becomes a thing, it will be when I'm done with grad school, and I still have one more year of that left, and then when we are in a larger house with more space, so I can actually feel like I could dye. Our house right now is only 1,000 square feet, not very big. Very open kitchen, but just, I have already taken over enough of this house. I don't need to take up another hobby to take up even more of the house. So if dyeing happens, it will be in the distant future. So, but this was fun. I really enjoyed it. I'm really interested to see how this knits up, just because it's so, the colors are so muted, but there's so many colors in there. Kalurah's got a sock coming out. Maybe I'll knit it up in this. But yeah, so that's that. Now that's it for all the yarny goodness. Let's talk about some life stuff maybe. What's been going on? I've been gone for a month. I recently got back after being gone at school on campus for 2 weeks. That was crazy. That was very difficult. Required a lot of mental energy. I was really excited to be like, oh, I've got my evenings free. I can go to class, get home, sit down and knit and get so much stuff done, because I don't have the man and I don't have the dog, and none of that happened. I think I knit a bunch the first night, maybe the second night, and then that was it. I didn't touch my knitting again. So it was very intensive. I mean, to put things into perspective, this summer, really all year, all grad school, every term, I've been taking 3 classes, including this term. A standard term runs for 10 weeks, and for summer, for the 2 classes that I was taking that had the in-person on campus component, those were 10-week classes compacted into 4 weeks. I still have one class that I'm still active in that will end not this Friday but next Friday, August 3rd. And so that one is a 6-week long course, so not quite as crazy, but I mean, to have 10 weeks worth of stuff crammed into 4 weeks gets really crazy. And so we were in class for 6 hours a day. Get home, we have to type up our reflections for the day, submit them, and then by then you're pretty exhausted mentally, and then you remember, oh yeah, there's this other online class that I have to, you know, partake in because we've got a big paper due this week. So it was pretty crazy, but it was good. It was good to finally meet my cohort in person, and they're a phenomenal bunch of people. I really enjoy them a whole lot. It's weird to think that the next time I see them again, it will be at graduation next June. I'll have my master's. It's insane. But yeah, so it was a good week. It was a good 2 weeks, but it was a very difficult 2 weeks. So it feels nice to be back. Like I said, I still have the one class online that I have to still do some stuff with and get some final projects done, but right now that's the only thing I have going, so I can just finally relax and enjoy a little bit of a summer. Once that class is over, I'll have 1 week where I have nothing, absolutely nothing, and that is going to be my like knitcation. I think all of the knitting is going to be done. I'm not going to do anything else just because after that work starts back up. So I want to take advantage of the little bit of downtime that I have because it is so little. So yeah, I am hoping next podcast to have a whole lot more knitting to show, just because I'm so amped up. I'm really loving everything. I mean, I have a whole lot more on my needles that I haven't shown you, but I have got this kind of like fiery passion to do some frogging, to do some finishing. So look for that in the upcoming episodes to see where I'm going on that. I do know that a little teaser here, but my Sunset Highway sweater is gonna get a little frogged. Not the whole thing, but all the way back to the yoke. I do think that the gauge is a little too loosey-goosey. I am at risk of running out of yarn, so I think I will rip back to the yoke and keep the yoke as is, and then once where that color work ends, I think that I will switch it up, go down a needle size, and try again. Maybe, well, I don't know how that would work. I was gonna say maybe do the sleeves first, but then I really don't want a cropped sweater. I think I would much rather have shorter sleeves. So I think I will do the whole body and then see what I can do with the sleeves, but that's a whole thing down the road. I do think that I want to rip back my Scatterbee socks. Those are the ones that I was knitting out of Legacy Fiber Arts in the Kirk colorway. It's just too tight across the top of my foot, across my instep. So I want to fix that. I really want things to fit me right, and I figured if I'm making them, I'm putting the time and effort into knitting these things, I want to be able to wear them. So those are at least 2 things that I'm going to do, not like full frogging, but frog back enough to where I will have to do a lot of re-knitting, but I think I'm going to be a lot happier with them after that. So that's kind of what's coming up next. So keep an eye out for that. And I think that's it. I'm really bad at ending these. So thanks for joining me if you stuck around this long, and happy knitting. See you next time. Bye.